Hello, I'm MegaNova, and welcome to yet another Neeko video. So, first of all, I want to say I'm sorry. I kind of promised that I would start reading more of these stories on the actual, universe page and such. I just haven't really gotten around to it yet. But I will get to it. Don't worry, I do have some plans, but just gotta sort it out first. But for now, let's read this short story from Neeko that came out now that she's actually out in the game. Also, after I've read this, I'm gonna go play some of her, and I'm gonna stream it, and I might upload it to YouTube if I'm actually able to get into a game with her, because I suspect she's gonna get banned a lot, or she might get picked by other people before I am able to. So, let's see. Okay. So, the Monster of Kalduga Outpost. Neeko was familiar with the shapes of humans, and while they had their quirks, socks for instance, why? They never struck her as particularly strange, not until the outpost at Kalduga. The ugly compound was carved into the cliffs near the outskirts of the jungle by a tribe of humans called Noxians. Yeah. I suspect she won't be a big fan of the Noxians. They had inhabited the outpost for a while. It seemed based on how irritable yet comfortable they seemed performing their daily routines. Neeko wondered, were they friendly? Did they enjoy cheese breads? Okay. That's a very weird specific thing to wonder, but okay. There were other questions too, but these were at the top of her mind when she decided to see for herself. Under the cover of night, she slinked in and out of shadows until she reached the gate. A single guard stood watch. This was not a problem at all. Neeko loved disguises. Adopting another entity's shape meant sharing their Sho'ma, a complex web of emotions and recent memories. She reached out with her own Sho'ma, feeling for the outer boundary of the guard's aura, which extended far beyond her body. When her spirit met the guard's, a name floated to the surface of Neeko's mind. Iwai? Iwai? That's a strange name, okay, but from across the desert, a flower color came next. Burnt orange bitterness over the lost home still graced Iwai's mind, and the blue salt resentment about her station. What is blue salt resentment? I've never heard that term before. The backwater nowhere outpost with no strategic value, but try telling the commander that. This Iwai had dark skin and beautiful oval eyes. She was strong, but few took her seriously since she was a mudheel, a simple soldier. Fascinated, Neeko shed her natural chameleon-like appearance for Iwai's shape. Neeko's skin swirled as her body morphed. It tickled her, but dizzied Iwai. She used the guard's disorientation to slip behind the gates and into the quiet corridors of the outpost, firmly incognito. It dizzied Iwai. So when she transforms into someone, it affects them as well? I mean, it obviously doesn't in-game, but apparently in-universe, I guess it's because she's affecting their Sho'ma by turning into them? Okay. EYE, a shrill voice cried, "Get back to your post!" The rotund man, his belly poking out from under his breastplate, seemed startled. In the crook of his elbow were several toasted taffa roots and 2 loaves of crusty bread. Okay. I heard noises. Neeko put on her best impression of EYE's voice. "It's probably bloody furtails. Better hunt them down. Then we can enjoy some furtail pie." "Not furtails!" Neeko did not want to eat those curious, funny little creatures. "Are you saying there's an intruder?" The man's eyes widened. Neeko did not know the meaning of this word, so she shrugged and nodded yes. This gesture, she figured, could surely lead to little trouble. "Oh no, Neeko." "Wilderfolk," he said. "Could be a scouting party. What are you doing here? Raise the alarm." "Where is alarm?" "Have you lost your brain, EYE? I'll do it. See the physician when this is over." With that, the heavy man scurried off, cramming his snacks into his pocket. But before he was gone, Neeko mingled her spirit's mote with his, borrowing his shape, shitting EYE for this yubbers? Yubbers. Neeko as yubbers said out loud. That was a funny name to say, yubbers. Yubbers did not like to be near the front lines of war, so Kalduga was a quiet and welcome assignment. His strength was in corresponding with the Empire. He was now scared? A rubbery, ashy yellow? At the thought of an attack by the Wilderfolk. It's kind of funny how she relates people's emotions to colors. I kind of like that. At the thought of an attack by the Wilderfolk. Neeko liked this man, but not the feeling of the masculine Sho'ma. Not Neeko. Most importantly, she felt Yubber's shock of running into another soldier after he had raided the larder. Food was nearby. Of course. As she headed down a hallway filled with doors, behind one of which must be the larder, Neeko heard a commotion out in the main yard. Loud voices shouting. She dashed to the nearest window and peered outside. Real Yubbers was shouting at real EYE. Uh-oh. Bong! Bong! The sound of a very loud bell. Oh! I guess that sound didn't make sense in that context then, but okay. Startled Neeko as Yubbers. It's a bit of a weird writing style here, but I guess it's to keep track of whoever she's in the form of at the moment. Every door in the hallway burst open. Several half-dressed Noxians charged out, their eyes blinking away sleep. She tried to avoid the stampede, but was swept along away from the larder. Neeko as Yubbers found herself pushed out into the yard with about a dozen armed soldiers. "I don't know what you're talking about." EYE's face was stressed and defiant. "I've been standing guard all night long." "You were in the barracks," said Yubbers, flanked by 2 soldiers. "Take this deserter to the break." He pointed to EYE. Then it happened. Yuppers saw Neeko as Yuppers. Before Yuppers and other soldiers deducted whether their double vision was the byproduct of the late hour or not, Neeko disappeared into the fog of another person. This time it was a warrior named Sita. He was a killing machine, so vicious. Spicy pink. Sita had rushed through the yard so fast she neglected boots. This was fine by Sita and Neeko, as both liked being barefoot. It reminded Sita of the sun-scorched province where she was born, agile, silent. Just as Neeko was thinking she could enjoy being Sita, real Sita leapt at her doppelganger. The two Sitas wrestled in a ruckus of soldiers, fighting and pulling at each other. When the commotion settled, only one Sita remained. Sorry about that. There's a sec. Oh, shit. Of course, it was the real Sita, but Yubbers had her placed in chains. Sita pointed out that two Yubbers had been seen, and he too was placed in chains anyway. Fuck you, Yubbers. Let's see. This continued for a while. Chains went on, chains came off. Nobody was sure who was who and who was not who, and who was lying about not being who they were when they were really someone else. Even the outpost commander seemed uncertain what the source of all the trouble was, and Neeko didn't take his shape at all. This fact came to light and only fueled more suspicion. Was the commander secretly harboring some monster? Oh, God. The one thought that everyone shared, Neeko had learned from being everyone, was that no one liked the commander. He was too secretive and weak-willed. He had lost an important battle and been demoted to, as Iwai put it, this backwater nowhere outpost with no strategic value. Wow, okay, get fucked. Everyone turned on the commander, and he was the first to die. Okay, I didn't expect anyone to actually get killed in this story, but okay. The mess only got messier from there. Soldiers screamed and fought and pointed blame. Some believed they were ensorcelled by a soul-eating demon. One veteran ranger told a harrowing tale of a jungle plant monster that replaced people with mindless copies of themselves with vines and veins. With vines for veins. Oh! Wait! So is this why Neeko has so many interactions with, oh, what the fuck? Why can't I remember her name now? Why am I blanking on her? Syra! I guess that's why she has interactions with Syra, because I did kind of predict this, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I mentioned that because she had so many interactions with Syra in her special interactions video, she would have some kind of relation to Syra in a later story. So, I guess that paid off here. Amidst accusations, elaborate quizzes of minuscule facts from times shared in training, and shouts of traitor, Neeko tried to calm the troops. What if Neeko, as cook named Tomsy, said, it is no monster. It is someone who is nice, lost, and a little scared. Just a sec. Just my TV had dimmed the light. It does that sometimes when there's not enough movement going on. But just want to make friends and eat cheese breads and be happy, yes? Everyone in the Kalduga Outpost knew at once this was the imposter. Swords came out and the stabbing began. By dawn, only 4 soldiers remained alive. She managed to kill almost an entire barracks just by confusing them and just wanting to get some cheese bread. That's amazing, though. They stared hollow-eyed at the blood pooled under the commander's dead body and at each other. Neeko watched them from the safety of the larder. The commander did not want us to abandon the outposts, Sita said. She knelt down by the body and blessed him with a gesture of her people. Exile or execution is our future. A moment of solemn silence passed through like a haunted foul wind. Despite the floral notes of taffy flowers blooming somewhere nearby. Yopper straightened up. Oh, so he's still there. We'll send a messenger back to command. The wilder folk have overrun Kalduga. We do not expect to survive, but we will die for the glory of Noxus. Then we abandon the outpost. Leave the bodies where they lay. Sida, you go north, Gurnak will go east, EY west. I'll head south. If anyone crosses paths with another, it is a duel to the death for one of you. EY shot a wary glance at Yubbers. Or you. Is the beast in disguise. Wow. Soldiers left an hour later. They did not look back at their abandoned post or each other as they went their separate ways, unsure of who was really who. Humans were indeed strange creatures, Neeko thought. Well, damn! She managed to... Why am my webcam so blurry? Oh, well, she managed to kill pretty much an entire Noxian barracks purely by confusing them. That's honestly hilarious. And I'm guessing this is Sida. Maybe this could be an allusion to another future champion from Noxus? I mean, she did get like a fairly vivid description, and we even got some backstory that, oh, she used to be from this place. I don't remember exactly where. Yeah. It reminded Sida of the sun-scorched province where she was born. Okay, so they didn't really explain much, but sun-scorched, I kinda expect her to be from Shurima then, or somewhere in that area. Actually, wait a second. Let's see. Yes. Begin exploring. Shurima. What other places did we have down here? I don't remember what the name of that thing was. Wait. Is this, Champions of the Jungle. Ah, okay. Though there is primeval magic and fierce beauty to be found everywhere in these lands, only the strongest and most determined hunters and warriors will survive here for long. Oh, and Neeko too. Neeko loves the jungle. Oh, that's great. Well, I guess Neeko would probably have run into Syra at some point, since she's also one of the jungle. So this is just the jungle. It doesn't really have a proper name, I guess. Kumungu. That's a mountain here. The Plague Arbor. The Amarantine Coast. Heraldport. Actually, I should someday just take just one day and just explore the entire map. Or I could do it like I could take turns. Like I could take one video where I explore Ionia, one for Bilgewater, Shadow Isles, and such. Although that would probably be too long of a video if I were to go too in depth with each area. I'll see to it. I'll find out what I want to do with it. But to anyone who made it all this way, thank you very much for watching my video. I got all my socials down in the description: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff. Well, now I will go and stream some League of Legends, and hopefully I will be able to get to play Neeko. So, hope I'll see you in the next time, and have a good one.